with the single gender environment, like some of the statistics state that like the students are going to be more attuned to like why academics matters, like really wanting to strive to do their best. And I can truly
Hi everyone, I'm Monica from Schola. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's Schola School Chat video. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our awesome school interviews. Ready to look at some schools? I know I am. Let's jump right into it.
Hi, my name is Ayla Lopez with Schola, and I'm here with Miss Vanessa, the principal of GALS. Thank you for having us.
Of course, thanks for coming today.
Of course, it's our pleasure. Would you mind kind of talking about your mission here at GALS?
Yes. So GAL's mission is to ensure that the students grow up to lead boldly, be healthy of mind and body, and to know that their voice matters.
Gotcha. That's awesome. And so I've kind of seen that throughout the day too. You guys have a very interesting program to where you're kind of integrating like coping skills as well as like social emotional well-being and different things like that. So can you kind of speak to that a little bit more?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, obviously the school's first mission is to ensure that students are receiving the academic opportunities that meet their needs and doing their best work. But we also believe that the health and wellness is just as paramount as any core subject, math, English, science, or history. So in the morning they have their physical education program and it feels like we're running a gym. Like the entire school is at PE at the same time. And that could look like a rotation. You might be doing yoga for 3 weeks and then go do circuits on the next round, do dance, and you get exposure to multiple different ways to move your body versus just traditional organized team sports. Then in the day, there is a core class that's really an elective, but every student takes it for all 3 years, and we call it the GALS series. So there's GALS 101, GALS 201, and GALS 301. And there's topics like interpersonal communication, conflict resolution, how to love yourself, and how to make lasting friendships and make great choices, and even how to deal with feelings of depression at times.
That's awesome. That's really great that you integrate that. Would you mind speaking to 2 or 3 additional things that set you guys apart from other schools in the area?
Let's see here. I think one of the things that stands out to me is being a single gender school. A lot of the public will focus on that, but it's really a backdrop. It's a backdrop to the fact that there is a genuine sisterhood here. So sometimes when families imagine an all-girls school, especially at a middle school age, they're like, do you have like cat fights? Like, do they compete with each other in a non-healthy way? And I'm like, actually, the students don't do that. There's like a true sisterhood here. One, because the school size is small and safe, and the kids really look out for one another. I mean, in fact, I was just talking to a teacher who said students came to her with a concern for one of their classmates that like I'll follow up on. Most of the times when I need to support a student, that's actually how I find out like that a student needs additional support. So again, the fact that there's like a true sisterhood here among all the students. And then the second factor is with the single gender environment, like some of the statistics state that like the students are going to be more attuned to like why academics matters, like really wanting to strive to do their best. And I can truly see that when students can celebrate themselves for like the academic growth that they made. They're not embarrassed. They're not like trying to hide that certificate or be like, oh, it's not cool to be smart. Again, the single gender setting, like I think really helps to set the stage for that. And then you combine that with the sisterhood, then everyone's cheering each other on, like to perform their best in the classroom, to support one another if they don't understand a topic in math. They want to work it out together and really bring out the best in one another.
Right, that's really awesome. Would you kind of mind speaking to the learning model that happens in the classrooms?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the amazing things is that we've always been a one-to-one school even before the pandemic. If students need support with having Wi-Fi at home, we have the hotspots available for that. And in the classroom, We use Google Apps for education. So there's Google Classroom, there's other ed tech platforms that help support and supplement the learning. And obviously there's, in-person live instruction.
Right.
And the teachers collaborate with one another. So our resource teachers work together with our gen ed teachers for students who have individualized education plans, but also just to support in the classroom. Our teachers are also trained in kinesthetic strategies, so we call them brain boost. So in the classroom, you can activate your mind and commit concepts to memory better when you engage your whole body in the learning.
Gotcha.
So the kids love to do that instead of like memorizing flashcards.
Right.
If you put some movement to it, like it seems kind of silly, but we'll do like the fraction dance. And they remember like operations with fractions or the terms of numerator and denominator by doing a dance that corresponds with the math vocabulary.
Right, gotcha. And so there was also a cool thing. I saw a brain break that you guys did. So would you mind kind of talking about that and the other ways that students are interactive with each other?
Absolutely. I mean, think about us as adults and like how many meetings we go to or how many Zoom meetings that we have. Like, it's hard for anyone to focus and concentrate for 50 minutes, right? For a class period. So instead of battling with like attention spans or having to redirect students and be like, okay guys, like stop the sidebars or stop the chatter, let's focus now. You do brain breaks because it's in service to the learning. So better to pause for 90 seconds to 4 minutes. And it could be literally a stroll down the hallway. It could be a quick game in the classroom. It could be desk gym. You can do the 1-minute song workouts. I mean, these are just the ones off the top of my head. And sometimes they're content embedded.
Right.
So it keeps their attention, their focus. And we literally say it moves the blood from the butt from sitting down for so long and brings it back up to the brain. And then they can have a better class experience.
Right. Something that I want to highlight too is that I saw your students, you kind of give them the autonomy sometimes when they go ahead and there's a question that you ask or that the teacher asks, and then one girl goes ahead, they answer the question, they have a ball, right? And then they toss it to another student, and it's really just getting everyone involved, right? What are some other examples of that you guys have here?
Yeah, so those are like examples of that peer-to-peer discussion strategies. In general, like student agency and student voice is like really important to us. So whether that's kids wanting to petition to be allowed to dye their hair a certain color or changes in the dress code, it also happens on a small scale on a daily basis, like as you noted from the observation. And so the students can have sometimes choice when it comes to like student work. It's not like one project is one size fits all. The option to work in pairs or groups to accomplish something where each person still has their individual contribution to make. It also is an example of like students doing presentations in the classroom, doing role plays in the classroom. So history is obviously best taught like when you make history come alive. So the Constitution Convention is one where when it was getting drafted, there's a simulation you can do. In English, when you're doing a book talk, you can do Socratic seminar. In math, you can do a group work to really solve a really more in-depth word problem. When you need support to break it down, what is the question asking you? What are different strategies we can try to solve this?
That's awesome. Perfect. And if folks are looking to find you guys geographically, how can they find you?
So we are located in San Fernando Valley, and we are centrally located in Van Nuys area, like on the border of Panorama City and Van Nuys. It is accessible to get more information from us from our website, www.galsla.org, or from our Instagram. We're also on Facebook, and we're just extremely happy to connect. We're such a small school, like you're going to get a live person when you reach out to us, whether that's a direct message, a comment, or a phone call.
Perfect. So if you do want to learn more, you can go to their website, social media, and you can also go to schola.com and you can be redirected to their website there as well.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's Schola School Chat video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you would like to watch more of our awesome videos, make sure to click here. And to stay up to date with all the awesome videos we post and subscribe to our channel, make sure to click here. See you on the next one.